And hey, look at this. I think maybe I'll build the factory today. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Alright, so last episode, after it was finished, I looked around for a bit, as is my habit, and I found some problems. Here's one problem right here. We almost face planted right into it. Where is this guy? This guy is waiting for more substrate. Huh. I wonder why fungal substrate stopped. Let's go take a look at that. Oh look, it's jammed again. And it's jammed on tree seeds because I am just constitutionally incapable of making a tree seed system that actually works. So what I'm gonna do, it's like, this used to make sense. And then the spoilage nation attacked. And now it no longer makes sense. So we're just going to go and tree seeds. Tree seeds. Wait. No, that was a recipe. Tree seeds. Alright, there we go. Is less than 100. E is 1. And then we connect it up right here. And we connect it up right there. And you are enabled based on E greater than or equal to 1. So you will only use tree seeds when this box is empty. Or empty-ish, you know? Right now, we're going to drain all of this out, hopefully. Jeez, this was stopped. Everything's held up on the critical path, no less. So great. So the next note I made from my tour around the factory is just rquad WTF. So let's go see what WTF is up with rquads. I can remember, so it's not going to be a surprise to me. But when we come down here and look, we will see rquads are not running. Why? Why aren't rquads running? No maggots, no maggots, no eggs, no eggs. You got queens, queens not running. How could this happen? And you've got all sorts of hot, it's just all the red hot Coke. Red hot Coke for days and days and days. And I don't even know how this occurred. Like, this should never happen, right? Because it should output here. How does this even... I don't know. I do not even. There is a complete failure of evening. Wait a second. They can't get their Coke out. Output full. Ash full. Okay, so that's one problem. Ash. You're supposed to only take ash. That is one issue of many. It looks like this is just, well, let's not make any judgments on that right now. Pick up all that, put that there. Pick up all this, put that there. Get rid of all this. Alright, so it looks like that's what the problem was. This jammed, and it caused this not to be able to run at all, which caused this to run completely out. Okay, I somewhat understand that. And it's gonna take a long time to burn up all that Coke. So I guess I'll help, right? We have an entire box of it right here. It needs to be incinerated. I bet you every last... I bet you it's only kind of full. It's mostly full. Alright. So, I guess I understand this. understanding does not equal being happy with or condoning. I just somewhat understand the situation in front of me. Alright, see you in a couple hundred more hours. Alright, so this is now running again. It's going to be a long time before it picks itself up. Hopefully PySci 2 isn't a bottleneck. Hopefully the Venom isn't the bottleneck in particular. Alright, so stop looking at that. Next up is Cotton Guts. Our favorite little guys. I think this is just a note that this can be improved, right? Because right now, this is not running because of no Relegia seeds. Oh. Why do we have no Relegia seeds? He's almost here, right? No. He's nowhere close to being here. Alright, so this is actually fairly important. We're gonna double this. Okay, right there, and off you go. Another case where I'm trying to do too much with one dinosaur. Because if I had 3 dinosaurs all doing one ingredient, they would all be working at higher efficiency. So right now this is stopped, and that's bad. We have... I noticed that they were getting away. They were heading towards the Sarcoris line. Don't tell them why. The mystery of the Sarcoris is only revealed inside of the Sarcoris. Here, there you go. So what I need to do is just this, right? Possible to make 1 transport belt? No, we can only make 2s. Alright, do it. Then we'll just have shame in our inventory. That's studs. Ooh. I didn't know I had so many studs left over. Those can probably be put to work in level 2 cotton gut facilities. And they'll enjoy it. Alright, so what I was going to do is... yeah, this, right? Output priority to the left here. Because you go there and you go there. We want a real strong buffer of cotton guts for breeding purposes. So like this. Build it all up, and this shall never be short. That's the goal. And it runs all the time. It isn't afraid of anything. Alright. Cotton guts checked off. Now we just have lard WTF. You can already tell this one's going to be less fun. I remember the problem. Not sure I came up with a solution though. Hot air exists. Very happy to see that. No, hot air is completely backed up in fact. Alright, so that problem solved itself just by me closing my eyes and walking away. Power of just manifesting. Alright, right here is the problem, right? This is half full of rotted stuff. And that's just no good. And we come here, and the lard gets vented to here. But what we really want is to put this here, filter, crud, and it goes to the left. Alright, so we have... What are you doing, sir? He's stuck here until he gets crudded. I don't even know where that goes. Alright, whatever. And right there. And that's a crud disposal line. So what we have here is we need to have you go right here, and I need you to only take crud. You are the crud disposal mechanism. The means by which we fling the crud from ourselves. We're up on lard. We have all the lard in the world right here. So I'm glad we're getting rid of this here. Yeah, we're getting rid of it just the same right here. That worked before. Well, it went into here when it probably shouldn't have. Right? Oh no, it went to this line. And this line was expected to have crud on it. Alright, so that worked just fine. Anyway, if we live in a world where we have an excess of lard, a world we worked very hard to achieve, by the way, we can take a few more liberties with its use. Maybe just grab another whale or two, just to stimulate lard consumption. What I'm really looking for is the oleochemical maker, which we've had trouble with in the past. It's configured for nothing, actually. I thought it was going to be configured for maximum productivity. In essence, oh, you can't get rid of the steam? For real? That's our problem right now? Cooling tower. We didn't get Mach 2 going. Well, that's kind of concerning now, isn't it? Yeah, slowly getting through it, but it's caught in a loop, right? Yeah. These guys will never get vented. Kind of means I need to speed it up even faster. This isn't going to slow down. This train's got no brakes. So I guess we need another cooling tower. Which we don't have because we need intermetallics and duralumin. Fine. Alright, so let's go. Just grab a. Oh, I'm almost out of inventory space. There's another problem for later. It's just on the list as uranium. Why do we think this might be a problem? Look at this. It's completely backed up, and that's a problem. Don't look at it, though. We'll be back for this. I want is that. And I want a brick of intermetallics, right? Intermetallics are right there. Oh, we're almost out? Why? How could this happen? You can have that, though. No, really, how could this happen? Fiddleroy out? Oh, it looks like we ran out of Timmy for a while. We're still out of Timmy. Oh yeah, I remember that happening the other day, right? Oh, it's because I traced it back. Yeah, it's because of this guy right here. We are finally kicking up on red circuit production again, and it's stealing a lot of Timmy pulp. We stopped. MOSFETs? Where are you stopped? Rare earth. It's on the list. Don't worry. Anyway, cooling tower. We need to rig up another vent over here. And we move on to the next thing on our list. Maybe we'll check off everything first. Down here, right? Slowly, slowly. Wish that was moving. Right here. This is where we're working. We need to vent more steam. There. This steam in particular, just get rid of it. Right there. Bam. Then we need to tie it back in somehow, right? It goes right there. It should be fine, right? There we go. Now this should be draining everything out. Alright, good. Oh, these things are going again. Even though it's just slamming its head into a wall of glycerol. so it doesn't actually matter that much. This is fine. Oh, and the lard ran out because of, it's all going into whales right now, isn't it? So, that won't last. And then, after, there will be more again. Let's go check on this. Do we have a lard line? Oh, it's going past already. You don't have the other ingredients? For real? Need more brains. Alright. This I understand. Good. Good. So if you go look at the lard area now, right here, things are looking different, and different is better. Okay. What's going on here? It just accepts there's bio-crud on this line. I can only assume that's a good idea. Alright, next on my list. Uranium and rare earth. They're kind of both the same item. We're missing rare earth stuffs. And it's tied up with uranium stuffs. So let's see if we can figure out what's going wrong in the primary processing chain. Just start with uranium, right? Uranium is just fine up until this point where we are again clogged up by improper disposal of waste products. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to actually do this correctly now. And we're going to put an ash out right here. So this whole thing has to get picked up. Really? What? Why'd it go away then? Just come over like this, I think. We're even gonna stack insert. No, we can't stack insert because of the mixed nature of what might happen here. Alright, so. Great. You take oxide and ash, you take oxide and ash. And you will be ready to go again. Except you have to now go again. You have to get the oxide out. Huh. And there's just no way to do that? We have to wait until it's ash? That's kind of weird, I think. Alright, there we go. Dunk the oxide out. Now this is starting again. Bad news. Another pull on the energy side of the equation here. It's going to go through... No, I need to... This is not right, right? I need to put it on the other belt. So, right there. Now, oxide. Okay. This will then get all that out. Now we're actually going to task a dinosaur to properly dispose of all this material. And then hopefully we stop thinking about this for another 400 hours. I want you to fill cargo. That should work, right? And then... Is this going to be a mix of stuff? I don't want it to be filled up with uranium oxide. Here, I know what I'll do. And then go to the ashery. And how we will phrase it will be like this. Until caravan has ash 0. That's good. And that ensures oxide will never get into the main line, and it's going to be slow enough that it can just wait there and rot out all this stuff if necessary. It might take 10 hours, but It's going to take more than 10 hours to fill this bucket. I hope. Here, I should get rid of all this. There's no reason to have... Maybe I should help myself get rid of all this. Okay. Oh. Maybe I'm going to be unable to do this thing that this task I've set myself to. Well, it was an idea, right? We had an idea, and we did something, I guess. Alright, so uranium going again. Great. Fantastic news. And then we have the only thing left on my list, which is rare earth. Why are things being broken? Are we done? Is that it? If that's it, I'll accept an apology and we can just get past this little incident. And I think we have to pull from the left first, because this is waste. So yeah, alright, uranium right there. So now we have oxide right here, and it's coming in way too slow. So let's see if we can make it go a little faster. And I believe this is the bottleneck step. It's like this guy's just waiting, just waiting, dying really, for this guy to move on. So we need a level 2 thickener. Do we have one of those? Do I have one of those in my inventory? Doesn't look like it. How about up here? Up in Good Factory. Do we have a thickener? It looks like the flotation rig in my mind. Right there, right? Yeah, we got a thickener Mach 2 up there. Let's go get it. Bring it down here and probably speed module it after that. And then just, no more shall you be a bottleneck. You shall not be an embarrassment any longer. There. Right, sorry boys. I was never here. Science is cranking along. So at least one thing is working in the factory. Oh look, Naven's going again. Maybe this will be the day I will actually be able to put in the extension on the Naven's line. But I am not getting too excited for that right now. Mixer's kind of a nice building, isn't it? I like the lights. I like how you can clearly see it moving. This is a pretty nice building. Oh, uranium processing can take prod? Wow. Alright, where was 1 is now 3.6. So, alright, this is all just vanishing. No more shall you be bottleneck, right? Okay, good. Bottleneck somewhere else. This is kind of struggling, right? It produces zinc plate. There is such a thing as waste zinc plate. Direct production of it, no less. These guys are still totally backed up. You are now the bottleneck, right? Not even. Well, maybe. It's draining out, so yeah, probably. An agit. Do we have a red agit and a red fluid sep? Let's once again look up here. Red agit is, in fact, right there. I think a fluid sep is the honeycomb looking thing, right? Which I'm pretty sure we do not have a red version of up here yet. Yeah, what's our problem? Need 2 chemical plants apiece. Chemical plants just aren't being made, huh? That's because need destructive distillation columns. That's just needs more stuff. There we go, there's one. bot's gonna come grab it, right? There's two, actually. Wait, what? Oh, chemical plants just don't have a buffer, huh? How'd this get over there, then? Do I have two things making chemical plants? That would be weird, but not super weird. No, seriously, how did the chemical plant get over there if that particular line didn't have a buffer chest associated with it? Kind of mystifying. Alright, let's go get that agit and see if we can induce the production of a single red fluid sep. And then we will install it on the rare earth line. Hello, friends. Hello, big ball of friends. Okay, there. One agit. We have trash. That's trash. That's trash. That's trash. The gasifiers can go somewhere else. I don't know why I had those. I had those in my inventory for a specific reason. And that reason isn't there right now, so I've just ejected them. Was that a good move? Did I just do good, or did I do the other thing? No, seriously. There's no buffer chests here. Why is that? Yeah, like that. Now, someone should be delivering those over here, right? Yeah. There's one on the way. And then this'll go, and then this'll go, and I'll have my fluid sep. So, strange. Very strange. I have to go over all of this again, I guess. Just walk the rows looking at everything. And then, bam, delivered. Bam, made. Nope. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Give me that. Give me that thing. It's running away with my thing. It's got my thing. Give me that. Alright. Sometimes bots happen help just a little too much. Alright, so Moondrop shall be finished soon. Here, back in the bot bucket. So, south again? Bam. And that's the last thing on my list for the Southland. Which, if I spend just a half hour every episode tweaking this factory, I think I'll rapidly get ahead of the game. Because now I have to turn my eyes northward and continue. How are we? Oh, we're backed up here now. You're the problem. And you are one of these guys. I'm just gonna speed module here. We are all speed module people now. I got on a new agit, so I'm just gonna leave this here. You're not getting speed moduled. You're probably doing just fine, just like you are. And like this is now moving, so the potential is this is now the bottleneck. But I'm fine with that potential. Or you. Looks like it's probably you, honestly. Because this solid step is completely dormant. Alright, I am content with what I did for right now. Let's take a look at the factory, pick a new tech, let's figure out what's going on next. Alright, so this is now going full speed, and that's good. These guys are slowly moving along, and we have plenty of nuclear samples, so it doesn't matter anyway. These centrifuges need to be efficiency moduled. I mean, even beaconed. There's savings to be made by just putting down a beacon right here. Can I do that? I need to get EVA. And I needed that for another reason, right? Let's just go get a fistful. Tech happened. Nice. And so we just got moondrops because we're headed towards Arquads right here, and that was a Pi 2 tech. So I guess we just continue, right? And we're gonna get Dilmos. What an unfortunate name. Like if your parent names you Dilmo, that's just straight up abuse right there. Oh, all of these guys are burning tons of electricity. Yeah. Yeah, come here, Beacon. We got work to do. How about AM4, FM3? How about AM3, FM4? Alright, and then I want you double efficiency, please. And you are burning 100 megawatts, but you just stripped out over 100 megawatts on each one of these. In fact, I think I can turn you down to 3.3, and then add more of these guys. Yeah. I wondered where these guys were hiding, and they're hiding here. So I just saved 200 megawatts on all of these. Like, I just saved a gig. Just a literal gigawatt. Good. Good. Right there and right there. I wonder if we can even see it. And then ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. We used to be spending 1.5, and now we're spending just 500. Oh, this probably isn't going to last. I don't know if we have 8 gigawatts of power production available. This tank isn't full anymore. We're probably going to be afflicted with brownouts soon. You know what that is? That is a problem for tomorrow. Brownouts are fine. Blackouts, not so fine. This is all okay. Alright. Bonus. Bonus problem solved. So let's go take a look at... Oh wow, there's lots of guys waiting for it. Oxide. Rare earth oxides. And for a long time, we lived at 60 a minute. 1 every second. And now, in this brave new world, we're only at 100 a minute? Really? We really didn't do all that much better? Huh. Where's our bottleneck now? That's this guy, I guess. Because this is full up and can't go. Well, heck. You're red evap. I didn't think I needed to do that. Looks like I need to do that. Maybe a red solid sep as well. Do we do red evaps? Try to see. Yeah, we do. We got a red evap. And then solid seps. Right there. We have exactly one. Alright, fine. We'll use exactly... No, we'll go and get the other one. It's got to be in a box somewhere, right? If you see one, you'll see two. Keep in mind, each one of these was about... Each one of these red buildings I put down is about 10 monolayer. That's how I measure things nowadays. By how much monolayer are you made of. There, and solid sep. Almost positive there's going to be another one out here somewhere. So let's go take a look. No, not over here. Where did I do solid seps? Right there. Yeah, there's one. There's two, actually. Good. Alright, so let's go replace that. And then we have to go get more energy drink. And then we'll be ready to work up here. And I already know what's going to be first. We're going to continue on the work we did yesterday. Which was tar processing to get baby's first Coke. but that coke is going to back up real fast, so we're going to put some consumers of coke in. Went way too far. Just not even paying attention. We're going to burn a lot of this coke to graphite. And then maybe even put in a coke vent at the end so I never have to think about it. Alright, so evap right there. Have another speed module on me. And then these two solid steps just get upgraded. And that's it. Don't do anything else. Oh, you're going to have trouble venting? Yes, you are. But we have a solution to that problem, right? There we go. Oh, we're probably going to have trouble loading too? Maybe. We'll see. Alright, so you're now having no trouble venting. And it looks like the actual bottleneck is now, these guys are backing up. So speed modules it is. Move on, friends. Be faster. Oh, we're probably going to have loading issues. From the slowness of hands. There you go. Yeah. Here. Completely upgrade it then. I'll accept a... Now this is much better, right? This is now... Well, this is a brief thing. We have to be making lots, and I mean lots more now. Let this go for a second. We're going to check on everything else. Let's look at fungal substrate. Except we know it's fixed because we saw Navins going again. Full up. Great job. This is going to rot out and we're going to have a problem, right? Because it can't vent to here. And this is another jam waiting to happen. Yeah, it is, because this will rot, and then it will make a seed, and the seed can't get out. So I gotta go help that, I think. And it's gonna, the longer it's idle, the more will rot out, you know? It's gonna be generating seeds passively over time, and nothing is being done with those seeds. So it will fill any buffer, it'll clog any box until the machine runs again. And we're just not pulling that hard on this. Where is this thing? It's over there. So, what we need to do then, I suppose... I have no inventory space. Oh, I have rare earth concentrate in my inventory. Clear out this entire box, right? The whole thing. And we have a tree seed maker right here. Fortunately, it's full. Well, did I manage to put boxes out? How to address this issue? Why, like right here? There you go. Do a good job. And maybe those tree seeds will empty out. Maybe that will be there until the end of time. It's very hard to say. We shouldn't try to predict the future. Alright, so maybe this will last for a little longer. I don't know. Okay, check again. Check on cotton guts. See if our friendly little mice are doing alright. This is now full up with... You don't need quite so much buffer, right? 100's a good enough buffer, I think. So now we are just spewing out young cotton guts, and the entire thing is now running. So let's take a look at cotton gut pop. Pup. Cotton gut pup. So yeah, we are generally up on pup. And it's going to lead to more cotton guts, which is going to lead to more sarcoris and perogen, all of which gets dumped into more science. Alright, R-quads, WTF. Are you now properly reignited? Looks like it. We are filtering out all this red hot coke. Why don't we have any Relegias? You having problems? Has to be fertilizer related, right? Yeah, out of fertilizer it looks like. Ah, that's a problem I'm just not going to care about right now. Right? We have we've got tons of fertilizer. What do you mean? What do you mean fertilizer is a problem? Relegia flowers? I don't believe you. So this guy is trying to get ash. Oh. Ash production isn't what it used to be, huh? We have a line. We have a whole line for ash. Wow. Big wow. Then what do you do with that ash when you have it, dinosaur? I want you just temporarily to go do that. Great. And then take a lap. So that got rid of some of these guys, but we have a lot of ash deficit, eh? You know what? I call this a problem for another day. Because this can be reworked with stack inserters to be much more efficient. Maybe there's better ways to just be making ash. I mean, even though this is pretty brain dead, it's gonna be hard to beat this, I have to say. We're stealing a lot of ash and going this way for fertilizer, and now it's turned off, so now you're gonna get a little bit more, but it's just like half of one more belt. Yeah, this is for... Oh. That was a delivery of ash that happened. That's interesting. Alright, so maybe there is no problem. And lastly, let's look at oxide again. Once again, from time immemorial, 1 a second. And now we're up at times 3. 3 times production. Good enough. Alright, let's go grab some more soda. And then head north, where we are going to introduce more uses for coal. What is going on here? There's seeds here. Why? Huh. Yet again, this is happening. Seeds. Okay. Yeah. And this is all making CO2 for all up here. Okay. I don't know. I was here for soda. I was only here to get soda, guys. Can we just not do this right now? Can we just be a soda vendor? What's this even at? Right over there. Growing senile after so much time in the factory. The factory and I are aging together. It's neither of us are getting any prettier. Alright, Nort. Nort. And then it's time to make plans, right? Let's go take a look at what we did yesterday. Just chugging along. Beautiful. And then we're going to have to do something about anthracene here, which needs to overflow. Everything else we can just wait on for a little bit, I suppose. Spoiler alert, anthracine's going to get dumped into creosote. So what I need at the moment is a whole bunch of furnaces, right? And they're over here. So second row up here. I really should have them delivered because it's going to be a long time until I'm going to have red ones. I mean, a long time. They really should just come to the center. But there are two uses of coke that I'm currently targeting. There's graphene, which is advanced coke, and then there's ceramic. And graphene definitely gets a twosie because graphene is used in many, many, many things. But I think ceramic does not get that preferential treatment. I think ceramic has only a single buffer and then a dinosaur behind it. So right there, that doesn't exist. Just shade this into existence, please. This will be graphene. Over here, we shall drop ceramic, right? Does this have a use? I mean, it's weird to make this ceramic, but okay, that's ceramic. So what we're going to do is try to put in the final graphene maker. Something that I will just come and upgrade, but will otherwise stand as a testament to my ability to just pump out graphene at absurd rates. So the first thing to do, obviously, is to bring in coke. Next thing should be to bring out graphene. Best thing to do would be have it at the other end, right? Something like this. Yeah. Now we have to ask ourselves if we have stack inserters just pumping coke over like this. Right there. And then we have stack inserters right here just pumping in. Don't worry about that. Now we have to put in the graphene. So obviously it's set back to use stack inserters. 2, 3, 4, 5. So do we do twosies here? We definitely need to leave vias. Over. Is this going to work out? Not really. There's one space. How do we handle the one space? Because this is... I mean, on its face, this looks alright. But... probably could be a little better, right? Here, maybe we should take this up. And use our space a little better, right? Something like that. There. Then what has to happen, of course, I think we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we make this work. And we try to leave this 5 by 5 area. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. So it's going to be like this. That's not so great. So maybe we make little pods. Little twosie pods. That's kind of ugly because there isn't a twosie pod over here. So maybe instead we put that right there. And we make another twosie pod right here. We can probably center this a little more in the time. Probably center this a little more right here too. So, all right, so let's talk. We're making graphene. Graphene, our fantasy perfect graphene maker, right? So obviously we need graphene, coke in like this. Just as obvious, we need graphene out like this. So I have in my head snake. Does this work? There, and that's the pattern right there. And then it exposes itself for one curve and then comes down. Maybe better if it goes up, because I'll be able to see it then, as opposed to having it hidden behind the towers right here. The key point is it needs to expose itself for exactly one tile. So it's going to have to come like this. Then we're going to have to deal with the stack inserters too. Well, maybe we won't. Let's take a look at this and see if we can make it work. So you get right there, then you get out right there. So yeah, we will have to jump over it. Which is fine. Then you come down right here. Yeah, and then we end up doing it again, right? Right here. Alright, so this is kind of complete. We're in and out, then out and in. This makes a sort of sense, right? Uses the space pretty well, I have to say. Now we have to settle on spacing. Let's go get more buildings. So we'll put something here where we go in this direction, and then it'll just be production, right? That'll probably be ceramic. We're gonna have to go get salt. That's fine. We have plenty of sources of salt around. We'll need more eventually, of course. We'll need 2, please. Thank you. I should check on monolayer. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't so great. We have to work on this a lot, and this is just Navens, I'm pretty sure. Question is, of course, can I fit in another block? I think the answer is almost certainly no. But, yeah, I can't fit in another block. And this is probably enough already, right? So let's leave vias. It's like right here. Right there. Right there. Then we'll bring it all in a little bit, and it'll be nice and centered. Probably gonna bring it all down a bit. Maybe not. Maybe keep the space. So all this. Oh, down 1, honestly. Just put it right here-ish. Right here-ish. Either one looks okay. Something like that. Alright, deploy. This is the final configuration. Okay, everyone's just making graphite. This is the one and only graphite recipe, unfortunately. Let's take a look. Graphite. That's why I'm getting concerned about doing this correctly. Coke goes into 2 graphite, and this is just how it's made, and there's no other alternate. Well, where do I get the beacons in? Because this will have to be beacon to hell if this is the real ultimate graphite maker. And ideally, the beacon would go right here. that's not happening. So I guess they have to be behind and right here, which is less efficient. But I don't think I'm going to really care about efficient. Wait, I could do a little better, right? Like we can mirror this. So we cut all this right here, and we give it a big H. And it's going to be something like this, right? Then we have, okay, so it looks a little crazy, right? It looks a little like he doesn't know what he's doing. All right. So that jumps straight to there, and it just exposes itself for just one tile where it gets grabbed by stack inserters. Which means that right here in the middle, you can even move it over all one. Right there. And we have this 3x3. That's not what we want. We want a 5x5. Is this going to be enough to amp all of them? I don't think so. Not all the way up, at least. It'd be enough for pretty good. I don't know if pretty good's quite what I want to settle on right now. Can't even... This is a 3x3, and it snuggles in right here. But the big beacons is a 5x5. So we have to find a way to move this over, and we can't. Can we move this over? We cannot. So I guess kind of stuck right here, huh? And if we want bigger beacons, they have to go behind. So maybe I just go behind then instead, and just let that happen. And just move it down and leave space behind to put enormous, absolutely enormous beacons. Unless I can find a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I could put all right there. Do I have a nice representative 5x5 building around? Let's just figure one out. Oh, this one. This one's a 5x5. I need to clear all of this space. And right now it is all clear. And this is being used by underground. It has to come right here. And it would come here. Let's take my agit. Let's use my agit and be agitated. So giant beacon right there. And it seems super easy, right? We move this to right there. But that doesn't work because, I mean, obviously. Or, hear me out. Hear me out. This is going to get a little more complex. This gets moved right there. And then we don't use curves. We use this. And we underground. Like so. And of course we can't get through here anymore. But yeah, I can see this happening. And that has to be right there in order to expose it to in. And so... is this gonna work? Because what we need right here is an out, and then one more line, and then one more after that. And it doesn't look like we have the space. It works here. No, it doesn't even work here. So shoving it in like this doesn't work. So this idea, dumb. Many of these ideas, dumb. So I'm just not going to be able to put this beacon right here with this specific configuration. So that just says I should have the graphite go around the back. And then, no, the coke go around the back. And I have to just rip out all of this. Okay, all of you come with me. Our goal is to support the Agit. And that's going to be what spikes this entire, to just drive it completely to the next level, man. So we do this. It goes like that, and it goes, no wait, it goes out. It goes out. And this is graphite out now. Instead, let's pick you up, you're not part of the plan. And now pull these all down by quite a lot. That much, something like that. And then coke gets in through here. Like these should be moved down as well, right? It's the way this is going to work. Now, we can probably just use this right here. No, it doesn't have to come down. So it's going to be 2, 2, 2, 2. And then something like this, right? Over. And then like so. That works. That even looks fairly nice. And it goes all around the back, and then it comes over and down, right? And then we have vias. We should probably line this up to be all flush, right? Right there. That is absolutely nothing terrible. And that gets coked out, and then we'll wrap it. Probably going to move it up a little bit, right? As the bots get increasingly angry with me. Right there. And then that's the spot for it. How are we doing on oh. Oh. Glad I asked, eh? Alright, after we set this up, I'll go get the bots their drink. Should probably stick a transponder around here, right? Just to be in range. Like, just like right here. There. Alright, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I just walk out of range again, just casually walk away. So right here, and then right over here, and then done. It's almost certainly not going to reach over here. And one of our bottleneck ultimately is going to be belt speed. But with stacking on our side, it shouldn't be that bad, right? We'll see. Alright, so, am I really just not in range? I have trouble believing that. Guy, I'm right here. I am literally right here. And this is connected up? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't have to understand. And where's my Agit? One more time. And that is quite where it needs to be. So this is good, right? For certain values of good. This is the graphite maker of tomorrow. When you really just don't want to worry about graphite ever again, this is what you put down. It's got room for expansion, it's got room for big beacons. This is just in the wrong spot. What are these guys doing? It should be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you should be. As we go right here, just like 3 of these. Probably even use a small caravan, but oh, it's not plugged in. That's probably the big problem, right? All right, what I want to do now. Let's find a way to steal power down, I guess. I'm just gonna go off this for here. What are you doing? There or something. Alright, so it's hard to call it excellent, but it is pretty good. Whale, you have a job. Your job is to go get food at Whale Home. Store food. Your job is then to pick up coke. Fill your cargo. You want to come here and you are to empty your cargo. You do this forever. Right? Move on. And now we need to light this up before she gets back, right? Or else all these guys are going to be real pissed. Good. Good. Just leaving over here. Okay, you're just going to move back then. I accept that. Alright, there we go. Deliver all onto me. And then we're going to see how this goes. Oh, we need another... It's so tempting not to use a whale for this. But I'm anticipating this to have huge amount of traffic through it. So yes, we'll do that. Store food. We're building for the future, right? And then come here. I want you to fill cargo. I want you to dunk that in graphite bin right there. Empty cargo. And you do this forever. Oh, look, it's starting. It is a simple one element conversion right now. Should put in one more, so it's full belts on both. We're just blowing through it. Alright, for right now, belt is not the bottleneck. It's all machines. And that's fine. The graphite is coming. And as we get faster furnaces, and as there's needs to beacon these, they will be beaconed. They will be beaconed to hell and gone. Now, this is technically waste graphene, but I don't really recognize that as a concept, so not going to deal with it. So next up, we need to make ceramic. Here, check off all this stuff. Then ceramic is something we need to add to the belt. Maybe after that I audit the entire belt again. Let's go look everything over. But salt has to come in. Is there such a thing as waste salt? I believe the answer is yes. So, if there is waste salt, there's this, purging saline water to get salt, and then this is mining, this is primary production. So, was there better to have waste salt, or is it better to have waste saline? That's the question. And it doesn't look like there's a lot of ways to get rid of salt, right? This isn't bad at all. That's just a classic. If I want to get rid of salt, just make it go away. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of ways to do that. But with saline, it's used in a lot more. If necessary, I can dump it into waste seaweed and then just compost the seaweed, right? Um, so there is such a thing as waste saline. There is no such, but it's a slow process. Such a slow process. Is there any better way? Like crashing saline into salt is fast, but then what do you do with the salt? You can feed them to Ulrichs, but that's again a slow process. Look how very slow that is. Yeah, it can go into manure, but that's both complex and slow. Neither of which are these aren't words I'm looking for anymore. Um, and turn salt into ceramic, but then what? So this looks like the best thing. It takes boric acid. Oh my god. And then sodium hydroxide. This takes 10 salt into 10 sodium hydroxide. And then 10 sodium hydroxide is oh, so you can generate salt here. So saline water, and then 100 saline water is 23 salt. 23 salt is then where'd it go? It is 23 sodium hydroxide if you have the slaked lime, and we do because we have the recipe, the upgrade recipe. So I can generate salt like that, but I want to know how to get rid of it. Probably should have come up with a plan for this before I got to this point. So. Pretty sure this doesn't exist. It would be a decent way to get rid of it from there. So the best way really does seem to be turning it into saline, and then take the saline and dump it into something. Like dump it into gunpowder, right? Coke, sulfur, saline makes gunpowder. Gunpowder can just be burned to ash. And that's fast. Alright. Salt is not... If there's ever excess salt, it gets turned into saline. If there's ever excess saline, it gets turned into gunpowder and burned. Or, anything else. That I've decided. Alright. So there's no need for a four of this for salt. Which means this really is fruit of the earth, isn't it? So it should be over here. This is not the right place in the stack. What is this even supposed to be? Does it know? Does anyone know? There's a guy waiting here. But why? Waiting to fill... Oh wait, there's a guy here, and he's treated wood. Okay. Oh, nice. Treated wood's coming along. So my struggle at the moment is finding a place to locate salt, and I guess we're doing it over there. Why are we doing it over there? I don't have a really clear reason. For lack of having room here on the earthen material stack. Whatever. Don't think too hard about it, right? Thinky thoughts, bad thoughts. So grab this right here. The problem is I'm going to lose it going forward and not be able to find where I've put the things. I suppose that isn't especially new. It doesn't exist. Alright, so we have a salt area right here. What? Why is power... Oh, probably because it was implied and I didn't grab it. Alright, good. Also looks like we didn't get the alarm out here. We're going to have to have alarm day, probably around the 60-day mark, right before I do the 60-day video. We're going to go through and have to alarm all this up and decide on a structure of all of that. Whale, come here. Whale, I need you to go and store food. Then I want you to go down to this salt mine, which is right here, which doesn't see a lot of use. I want you to fill your cargo. This is technically using liquid fuel from the South Factory to fuel this. I don't care. Empty cargo. It doesn't bother me quite that much, right? So, I still have this concentrate in my inventory. It's trash. Where are you? Whale injection. Whale roids. And now we are all ready to do clay. And clay will be done right here, much like we've done... no, we're doing ceramic. That's a good question, though. Clay. Just base clay. What are you used in? Yeah, you're used in lots of stuff. I should really make a clay maker before I make a ceramic maker right here. And clay is just it's just steam. So that's nothing. Alright, and clay is it does well belong in the earthen stack right here. Trying to save myself by putting like things near like things. Do I have all the stuff on me to do this? I do not. Maybe I do. Oh, I do. That's nice. Alright, so this is... Well... Alright, before I get excited, is there such a thing as waste clay? No. Clay is made in exactly one way. There's rich clay. And rich clay is made with sponges. So... I guess... Rich clay doesn't have a lot of uses, does it? Just basically brick and ground sample. So I think we need clay and rich clay to be facing each other right here, which means this needs to be picked up. Oh, I gotta go here. Let's go help the bots before the bots go on terminal. They start revolting against me. We'll use the opportunity to dunk off this oxide. Here, let's concentrate. Here, take this. Oh, we've stopped. How wonderful. No slurry. No sulfuric. Just no sulfuric. That's a weird problem to be experiencing. Let's take a look. You're going as hard as you can. I suppose we just put a huge sulfuric consumer in the world. By stimming that up as hard as it went. Like, these guys are going hard. Acid gas is kind of pressurized. So yeah, we're just kind of pegged on sulfuric, aren't we? Yep. That is pegged the hell out. And that is a lot. And I mean a lot of sulfuric acid. Okay, we'll have to make another maker one of these days. Not now, though. Is everything good here? Everything fine? It looks like it's fine. Look at monolayer. My favorite thing. Monolayer being made. All that matters in the world. And this has stopped. One is going. Need brighter lights. Better indicators. Of course, waiting for Navens. Let's get distracted like ×2 and see how we're doing on Navens makers. We've got one right here. This guy needs duralumin. I bet we're out of duralumin. No, we're not. Well, this means dump more on the belt, I guess. We have 500 on the belt? I guess this means dump more on the belt then, right? Go up to 800. Just tap yourself completely out. Anyway, Navens. We've made 2. Alright, hopefully there'll be more monolayer in the future. Though that's gonna not help us in the short term. Anyway, we came here for a purpose. And that purpose... Oh, that's alright. I mean, it's not great, but it's alright. Purpose is now... Are we making any clay pits? I don't think we are. Like level 2 clay pits. It's so confusing. Here, we can do this faster, right? Fewer steps. Bam. Bam. And fewer steps, right? Nice. Alright. What else? Probably need a few more whales. I've been throwing out whales like they're just nobodies. So our goal is to make clay and then ceramic and or rich clay. And again, these are trying to be final solution setups. We should get at least 5 electric boilers before we head back. At least 5. And a red pump jack. 1, 2. Are we making small parts? No. No, and I explode. And then he exploded. 1. Try to pick up my mess. The mess of my being. We're gonna be just truly doing this one at a time, huh? That was... I need one more, which you now need steel for. We need a red pump jack, so grab more steel. I need more than that, honestly. Here we go. Now. Head back north? Question mark? I think so. Make a clay maker, then consider making a rich clay maker off the clay maker. Then consider making a ceramic maker, which is one of the ingredients we need for the factory out there. So it's good to just do, right? It's so nice I have a garbage bin like this. I can just take obsolete buildings and go find them a good home. Let's just stand here for a second. So I should be... Well, no. We are... Actually, yes. What is our problem such that we don't have a whole bunch of normal Navens right here? That's Duralumin can't get over. It's like... All of this is... I have to make breeder reactors. Wow. Yeah, we've made a few here. So it's just... There's a whole lot needed. And I mean a whole lot needed. And it's being produced at a rate of... this. If we could do better, it would be better. But it's... we're struggling. Maybe put up one more. I don't know. Are we done? No. We're still stuffing me full of materials. How is the graphite maker doing? It is pumping out graphite to the absolute best of its abilities. We have made almost a full whale worth of graphite up here, which has no use right now. It has no current application. So if clay is really going to be enriched clay, should I not dedicate an entire city block to it and have it clay made in the north and rich clay made in the south? It seems pretty logical to me, right? Just go right here, maybe. Just clay on top and then a box that will fill the clay box. And then it splits between the clay box and the rich clay box. And then down here we have sponge cultures now over here. All right, you've sold me. This is a good idea, but I don't have the clay pits. I don't think I even order the clay pits made anywhere. This is going to get kind of ugly, right? So how many are we going to need? Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 12 clay pits. Charming. Go get more iron. It's a simple building. Iron. Here we go. Oh, we're in iron debt here. That's no good. That is 5 now. Some stone. No problem. It is 10 now, and we need some stone. Now we need iron again. Not a problem at all. It's being just drunk down by that dinosaur. We got out with what we need. Alright, so right over here is going to be clay. And we don't have anything in except steam. So let's lay this out and start just looking at it, right? And again, we're going to have to be keeping in mind stimming the hell out of it. So the best place to stim the hell out of it is, of course, right in the middle. It will be maximally efficient and tunable. We only have one subject material here, so it should be just something like this, right? Yeah, I don't have an agitator on me. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And so just right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a little too far over. But you get the idea, right? It fits in nice and snug. So let's just quickly throw this down. And we're going to have to balance steam production right here with everything else. That's right. And if we pull out all of this, giving our bots a break, of course. It's in pair blocks like this. Are we out of clay pits? If we need more, we'll get more. So beacon right here, beacon right here, beacon right here. It's just connected otherwise. It has to go this way. Pretty sure most of these are facing the wrong way. Okay, good. So it's going to need a lot of steam. The electric boilers are stimmable too, but only at great cost when it comes to steam. I think I'm just going to make the steam up here then, right? Since it has such a unique profile associated with it. So we'll probably make the water in the gaps right here. Oh, and there's no vias here. So we have to do that. It's just required as part of good business. Then right there to right there. might be a little much. It might jeopardize being able to put another one in. Or maybe not. Maybe it fits in just fine like this. Maybe we can put 2 more blocks in. Alright, anyway, we're going to keep the dreams alive right here. So water is made right there, and this can, well, let's not talk about how much it can support. Say right there, right? Then plug in here. Can't put in another one. Maybe we only use via is in the middle, the very middle. That wouldn't look so bad either. Again, if you design well, things go faster all on their own. You don't have to bother them at all. Do this then? That's sticking out. So we'll have to pick up all of this. And do this. It's not the correct y-axis. But looks okay, I think. Gonna have to go make more clay makers. Then of course like this and like this. Have the ability to beacon just absolute snot out of it. We have a via right here that is easily reachable. It's not, the break isn't in the center, but that's fine because it's not about the break being at the center right here. Okay, I like this. This is the clay maker for the factory. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. 8 more clay makers. Go get more iron. No problem. Probably going to need another stack of you too. What did I say? 8? That should be exactly enough for 8. Right. And we're just totally out of iron up here. Alright, I won't put more pressure. I'll go get it from the south factory. 8 more clay makers. Then probably rich clay next with sponges. Should be, well, it takes saline in, right? And I don't really have that, but I have salt. So I can make a primary production saline maker, right? And add that to the liquid line. That needs to happen at some point anyway. Came here for iron. So let's do that. What's going on here? Oh, we're still suffering under oxide pressure. I'll have to watch that in the future, right? Alright, clay pit, quantity 8. Need 1 more. This means go get a stack of you. Alright, 8. Got what we need. Let's not look at this. This place is a mess. Just allowing your eyes to fall on it renders you unclean until you may perform the proper ablutions so that you might stand properly before your people again. Science looks like it's slowing down a little bit. I kind of think we're going to have a stop soon because of PySci 2. No, PySci 1 of all things is a problem right now. But PySci 2 is also not being helpful. So what's wrong with you? What's your issue? No substrate, no substrate, no cellulose. No wood? For real? No, I mean, he's coming. Meanwhile, PySci 2, you have more severe problems, don't you? No. Oh, we're out of good aliens. That's probably has no Arquad venom, right? Yep. Yippity-doo-dah. Are you running? No, we don't have the Relisias. Here, go take those to the Arquad blender. And Relisias are being made now, but this guy's having trouble. What are you doing now? You're here trying to do what? Get fertilizer. Right, that's pretty straightforward, eh? And the fertilizer maker is having a struggle of some kind. Very close to being able to do this up north. No, delivery is being made. Delivery is attempted to be made. Alright, so we are not going to worry about something so... Oh, I see a great opportunity here. We are not going to worry about something so mundane as... Oh, it doesn't fit properly. What is the correct ratio here? We are simply going to overbuild. I really do have to efficiency these, but I don't have parts for it. We'll have to save that for another day then. So this isn't going to happen then. Well, we want us to be like that. 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And then we have water in, and we'll fix that someday. Like that. And of course, trapping myself. So now, I hate how tall they are. I really do. I have issues with their tallness. Alright, so right here is where we are right now, and we want to move it up to save space. That's probably the best place to put it. Alright, clay maker. Online. We should probably power this, right? Power goes right here. That doesn't go right there. Oh, we didn't put any fans in place. So this is great and all, but we didn't leave room to export. Right? All we're doing is making clay, and then clay is falling into an abyss, or getting backed up inside the hoppers. And that's not so great. I don't think that's fantastic. Do you have any clay? Does this really not work like this? It can feed other clay makers, but it can't feed a pipe. That seems unfortunate to me. But I can fix it. I can fix it. There we go. And so... Oh, do we just not have enough to run all these? I suppose... No. I suppose we don't. I suppose I should do something about that if I actually cared, right? Because each one of these is 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 20. That is 500 a second. And right there, if I would look at that, that appears to be not 500 a second. So, yeah, should do something about that. There. Alright, but not quite yet. Should definitely do it though. Alright, so... Yeah. So, these are all... Okay, 12 gigawatts, don't even look at it. These are all 600 a second. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 300 a second. So I need, let's just say 5 more. Boiler. And unfortunately, we're not making these things, and I really should. Oh, it goes good at the mining drills, right? We have electric mining drills by the boatload back at headquarters. What I need to do is just grab them. My dude. There, right there. Then I should be able to make these if I just had, oh, gasifiers on me. It's easy to go grab those too, huh? Because gasifiers was one of the first things I made. Right here. I can snag back the ones I put in box. Now all I need is some iron and some small parts. I recognize that iron is the hard part there. I can grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need just a little more. Just a little more. Alright. It's nice having a base with just materials everywhere. Oh my god, swarming me. Check Navens, be disappointed. Yeah, it's like Duralumin is just not penetrating up there. And it's getting worse because it was getting consumed before, and it's not being made very much. So maybe that's our next problem. Maybe I import some from the South Factory, even though I really don't want to. And I'm not going to get to the next real way to make Duralumin until I have both copper and the other thing. Copper and this is just very ad hoc. Copper and aluminum. The word I am struggling so hard to spit out of my stupid mouth is aluminum. Point is, I don't have it. I need to figure that out. Alright, so you guys are going. That's probably not pumping enough water now. Because we have 10 of them, and that takes... Yeah, we have exactly enough water. Good. And so we should be making 600 steam. We should all be going full blast. Great. Everybody wins. So, now, in the second half of this program, and this has to keep going on. Okay. How about you just go right there, please. And we put this guy right here. Then nothing, he probably doesn't have to bother us at all, alright? Nice. So the rest of this area, it's going to be two things. One of those things we probably not going to get to this episode. We're probably going to make saline, and then we're going to stop, right? Here, guys, I'm here. Daddy's here. We need sponge cultures. One of the more important buildings, right there. We have 8 of them. Try not to use all. We have a nice amount of moss makers right there. I can use that to go make logs. There's a lot to do. So what we're gonna do right here is obviously we need more aerial outposts even. Down here is gonna be the final outs. I wonder if we've been making these in the meantime. Oh, we've made a few at least. That's good. Hopefully that keeps up. And then this will be a logistic corridor. And then down here we'll have rich clay out. Right? So right there, we're going to keep the corners thing going. That, right? That looks pretty good. And what's going to happen is clay is going to come down right here. And then somewhere around here-ish, it's going to split. Like right here. And then half of it's going to go over to sponge cultures. We're just going to lay that out right now. It looks like it's going to fit real nice too. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's... I'm not sure if I can endorse this, right? There's no need to leave space for beacons, because it's just not going to matter. So, guess we just go with 3s then, because there is going to be a maximum speed to this. So we need... Oh, wait. So what has to happen here, I guess you move over. You get stack inserted in. Like so. Right? And then you are adjusted to that. Beautiful. We have to pull down power, which is unfortunate. We're on the power line right now. That's fine. Figure it out. Then right there. And it will be okay. So right here, we will have, even give a little space, I guess. It doesn't have to. So it will be like so. We'll have just fast hands, I think. Then we will have the rich clay come out on the sides. And this is our first advanced rich clay maker. And it will come out the back then. So, leap down. Seems like it's a good idea, right? And then we'll join in. We'll make little pods. See how many little pods we can make. Then we're going to go do saline water. Industrial strength saline water from salt. And then we're going to call it, right? So here, can we do this and then H? Can we actually grab everything, please? And then H. Perfect. And I am unsure if this is going to be the only rich clay maker. This only takes 4 seconds. Each one of these, and it can be sped up by better and better sponges and better sponge cultures. But beacons have no effect. That's the thing. So let's see how many we can add in. Looks like we are... Oh, we can't even get 3 tiers. Ooh. Ooh, big sad right here. Well, I suppose we can just cut this off then. Because it doesn't actually matter. The goal is now 10. And we can center this nice. And we are almost certainly going to have multiple versions of this. Because we need a lot of rich clay. Just to dump into bricks. Alright, that's where we want it. Only we want this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Yeah, just to be ghosts for right now. Alright, so the clay goes over. And the clay ends up right there. And then I guess we really should have put power in somewhere. Just like that. It's like you. That. That. Only not you. Okay, so that shut up some of it. It's like this, I suppose. Is this just going to get in the way? I think it's probably going to get in the way. Stick one right there, stick one right there, stick one right there. Alright, so we have a shell of a rich clay maker, which we are going to put in once we have saline up and going. Saline will come through here and here. We'll tap into biofluid right up here, right? And we'll make a rail, and it will be fine. But for right now, we do this. You know, we actually do this. And then we tuck in, because we are not barbarians. This will come like so, and stack insert. And you are going to get your own. There. That looks like it has a future associated with it, right? You know, we can move it in. We should definitely move it in. To give some more logistic corridors, you know? Okay. That looks better. This looks better. I mean, it would look better still if it was at the proper height. There we go. Work on getting this up and running soon. And then we will have rich clay. Clay and rich clay. Put a stick in it. There. Right there. Okay. So, not quite all ready, but vaguely close to ready. So we're going to pull this off. There's going to be no preferences expressed here. Just this. Okay, perfect. So now we just have tons and tons of clay being made, coming down here, and ending up here. And then we have clay and rich clay right here. So whale, come to me. Whale, your instructions. Go here, store food. Come here, fill cargo. Go up to clay drop off, empty cargo. Right? Perfect. We need to give you an injection. Off you go. And then we'll do the same thing over here later on. And there's no need to have any whale going anywhere else. I want to see what happens when this is faced with the full wrath. I don't know. It's not very wrathful, eh? Just everything going. Good. Alright, that's fine. I don't care. Next up, and lastly, we are going to make a saline water maker. And to do this, first, we should go and get another whale injection. Where is this guy? How are we doing down here? Is this going? You are not going. Why are you not going? Because this is not here. Why is this not here? You need batteries. Why do you need batteries? You need this. Why do we need this? We need zinc acetate. Zinc acetate isn't being made because no acetic acid. Don't I have Like, can I just make that from guts now? Make a note. Look at that. Over here in the fluid stack. Oh, a revelation. I had a revelation. I was gonna put hydrocarbon refining right here. I mean, all of the crude oil and all its little buddies right in the stack. No, not gonna do that. Had a revelation. Venting overflow liquids is done in this column. So anytime we need to vent from here, it happens here. So it's a good idea. It's a real good idea. It's like saline. I know we can make saline, right? Saline can just be mined. Yeah, with small parts and drilling fluid. But that's if you're piping out drilling fluid, why aren't you piping out saline instead? So dumb, dumb to the dumb, dumb, dumb. So right here will be saline. Here in, I mean, this should really be oxygen. I think I'm going to have to put more than 2 nipples on right here, but we're going to see about that. That's right, right? Yeah. All right, so saline water gets stored right here. And to make saline water, all this is stored. We'll do it right here. It's going to be fairly straightforward, right? And this is going to be primary saline water, and it's going to be right here. So first off, aerial caravan brings in, well, this kind of sucks, doesn't it? Aerial caravan brings in salt, firstly. And then it's in a washer, right? Saline water goes into a washer. Yeah. So I just go get yellow washers, I guess. Washer, right there. Just go get a brick of yellows. It seems like a good idea, or a good enough idea, rather. And then overflow saline gets turned into gunpowder. That's right. A lot of weird. And we're out of neuroprocessors too. I might have to look at this in the future because I'm spending these freely. Alright, washers obtained. Basic washers. And this should be a very straightforward transformation. And they're small too, that's nice. 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be in line, right? This. Then only everything in the middle is not there. You'll understand what I'm going for in a second here. So it's in, and in. Belt? Morse? Oh, we missed somehow. Do not miss. Alright, right there. So we probably can add a couple more. Probably not going to do that right now, right? Because right here we have 2. No, we should do 1, 2. And then 1, 2. Like so. Just straight out, my friend. Live your best life. Then, for this we need a whale. Mr. Whale, I need you to go get food. Store food. I need you to go get salt. Where did I put salt? There's graphene. We have a lot of graphene. I mean, oh, Yeah, I opened that up. Question I had was, where did I put salt? Over here? Yes. I want you to fill your cargo. I want you to come right here. I want you to empty that cargo. Then, that's it. Well, actually, hang out a second. So we're not done here, are we? There, right. Oh, I suppose we should move up a little bit, right? Oh, and we actually need water in too. Oh. Also, oh. So we're not quite finished here, huh? I suppose we could do something like this. Then H, you know? And then, yeah, that seems like a good idea. And we'll just handle it all right in here. Alright, you may go. Do your work. And this isn't going to move. This might move back. This is moving back right now. That's symmetrical. Then we can fit one more, right? Now we can't. This is fine. How do we stem this? We have 5. So I guess all we need to do is to make sure that these are over, right? And then we will have room to put down any beacon we want in the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. This is our pod, and then the beacon can go in the center. And then what we need to do right here is just this. No, like this, and then like that. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That. Then we will build out pods like this, and like before, there'll be an odd man out, but whatever. No, we'll daisy chain it. That's what we'll do. Yeah. All right, we'll make it work. So water comes up, saline comes up. Water will be near zone. Oh, we have to make another pump jack. That sucks. So like so. Then you will be far side. So. And then we'll make sure it's properly regulated, and so on and so forth. So, Koopy. Paste. All this doesn't need to happen. Guys, it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor, people. Okay. That's about as far as it needs to go. Then we will have right here showing everyone that we are primary production, less than 20. Primary production is right there. And what we have to do is get to here. Can we use this line going north? We can. Use this line going over here. Likewise can. Straight down. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Then over, and then you are in, my friend. Now bringing in saline is going to be hard because it's so diffuse, you know? That's the one thing for bringing in the drilling fluid and the and everything else. It's more compact. Pump jack. Alright, so for this we need a lot, it looks like. We need ASP. We gotta head back. And this eats 50 a second, so we can get by with just one pump jack. It will make 60 a second of saline. That's nothing. That is a quite fine result. It is nothing to sneer at. Where am I and what am I doing? I'm trying to find ASP. Instead of finding ASP, I'm way over in fat processing. So right here, ASP is a bottleneck, as it tends to be. Pump jacks are right here. Need some stone, she says. You don't have the stones for this. And titanium. Right there. Alright, right there. Let's go. All the way back to the north. Then we will install water. We will start making saline. I think the title of this video is going to be clay! Exclamation point. Like I'm really excited about clay. And we have places for beacons to go, and we have places for infrastructure to go. This is nice. I think this is pretty okay. Water. So I'm going to move you over just a little bit. Now it's time to electrify all this. And then we can watch it go, which is our favorite part, right? Right there, right there. Go help. And right there. Alright, we're on our way. So saline being made. Just absolute total washa right here. Salt not really penetrating quite yet. I really want to do this properly. It's going to use a ton of salt. That's fine. This is a good use for salt. Right. So we are not constrained by the belt quite yet. Soon though. Like I'm not going to be able to amp this up so high because the belt's just going to be a problem. But I imagine like a fully stacked blue belt will have quite the capacity associated with it. Good. So I think we're kind of done, right? It's again a shame I can't pull up just statistics from right here. I think it's time to wrap up. So let's go do a nice recap on what we, mostly me, did today. Look at that, my friends are coming. Let's take a look at the state of the base, right? Looking at something like this, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like a firework, a nice, pretty firework. There, that's pretty good, honestly. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, so what did we do here in the north base? Quite a bit, actually. We started by facing a coke overflow. So we had to do something with it. So we tried very hard to make the final graphite maker, which can be upgraded and beaconed, and this should make, hopefully this will make graphite for the entire factory. We'll see how long it lasts. And then graphite, of course, gets piped up here. It doesn't get needed on the sushi belt, but we have it. It's mainly something to do with coke. Speaking of other things to do with coke, we have to make ceramic in order to make smelters, I think. So ceramic is also a nice thing to do with coke, but in order to make ceramic, you need clay. And if you have clay, you might as well make rich clay using the special recipe research. So we made areas for that. That's great. But if you want to make rich clay from clay, you're going to need some saline water. So we built a saline water generator off of a salt mine that's just kind of idle. We can go tap this one too if we need to. Anyway, we have that now on the in the fluid stack, and it's pretty good, I think. So this was a decent episode for the North Base. Coming up next, ceramic, rich clay, anthracene reprocessing. That's more creosote. Then I should really sit down and start doing the entire uh, particulate rock thing, where you take dirt and you get sand and you get coarse fraction, you get gravel, and you have to balance them all out. I should probably take like 2 bricks right here, 2 city blocks, and just try to deal with it, right? Well, anyway, some other episode. Um, so yeah, that's all good. Down here at South Factory, it was essentially just a whole lot of little jobs here and there, right? Like arcwads had gotten jammed, and I unjammed it. Special substrate got jammed, and I unjammed it. Uh, uranium jammed, unjammed again. Spend some time hopefully tripling production of rare earth concentrate. That's nice. And the other thing I did is I touched cotton guts to just try to make sure this entire facility is running all the time. So hopefully that's working. In between all those things, I'm not aware of any real problems anymore. I think maybe sulfuric acid is a problem because we're making using so much up in concentrate over here. But I also don't care enough to do anything about it. So we're gonna wait until the next thing seizes up. So I think that's that. Thank you for watching. Bye now. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.